A few days ago was Splash Day. We woke up early in the morning to try to beat the heat of the day and to get everything on board the boat. We had done basic provisioning the day before. We had went down to Jacksonville and hit up Whole Foods and Trader Joe's and had stored everything at the hotel room we were staying at the Cumberland Inn and Suites in St. Mary's, which we highly recommend if you're ever on the hard at St. Mary's Boat Services where we were. It's a little bit of a hike away, but the facilities are good. There's a swimming pool. Each of the units has a kitchenette if you go with the suites, and they have a washer and dryer, full-size refrigerator, stove, microwave. So it's really nice to be able to save some cash and make all your own meals and to store your provisions in the refrigerator. We enjoyed our time in St. Mary's, although it was hot, and muggy and buggy. So we will be avoiding St. Mary's Boat Services in the summer months. But if you're going to be there on the hard in the winter, it's a great place to work, and we went there many times. As you've seen from our videos over the course of the last 9 months while Bear was on the hard. So as you can see, it was a lot of work for us to get all of our provisions, clothing, towels, bedding, kitchenware, etc. into the boat and to get it all organized. It took us the better part of the morning as Jeff was finishing up some of the work that needed to be done on the boat. I ran back and forth to the hotel, making 4 trips with the car to be able to get everything out of the hotel room that we needed to take with us for the summer. And I've sped this up because it took us a long time to put everything away and sort of get the boat in good enough condition that we could put her in the water without concern of things flying all over the place. She wasn't completely ready, but she was good enough to go. So this is the last trip of me bringing stuff up and down the ladder. Jeff had inflated the dinghy in the morning. He worked on commissioning the outboard engine so that it was ready to go. We were really fortunate this year in that it worked pretty much right away. He just needed to add some more 2-stroke oil to the gas. And then when we came back from the last trip to the hotel, Bear was missing. She was already in the travel lift and had been moved over to the dock area. So we went over and filled up our water tanks, and then Rocky and John came over and turned us around. You can see that's what they're doing here. Rocky's 2-year-old toddler son helps quite a bit in the yard. Whenever he can, he goes for rides on the forklift, and you can see him here helping out. And so they put us forward facing at the dock edge, and then they remove us from our cradle and put us into the slings. Overall, it was relatively uneventful. Everything went pretty smoothly. When we got in the water, we noticed a few issues with some of our new hoses that we had installed that needed to be tightened. We had a little bit of a leak under the galley sink, and we needed to crank down on the stuffing box a little bit further. But Jeff was able to do both of those things no problem, and we sat at the dock for maybe, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes or so, just making sure that everything was watertight and good to go and we weren't having any issues. And then we headed out into the river. And so you can see here we're getting lifted up. And the supports are removed. They're rolled forward. Jeff's keeping a close eye on things. They really do a great job at St. Mary's Boat Services. We highly recommend them. They're very patient with us, very giving of their time, very eager to help us out. And the other folks in the yard that we met were also really wonderful. And we showed you the previous video of folks who had helped us with putting up our rigging. It was just fabulous. So here we are coming out of the travel lift, making a hard left, hugging the dock, waving goodbye. There's Rocky. And we realize that we don't have any depth. But we know the area, so we're able to sort of scoot along the edge and then head out into the North River. And we spent a couple nights there just getting the boat ready. You can see we don't have any sails up yet, and we still needed to do a lot of stuff down below. But it was great to finally be out on the water. It was so much cooler. It was a nice breeze. We did have to put the bug screens in while we were there, but it just felt like such an accomplishment to be back on the water after 9 months of being on the hard. And we are really looking forward to the rest of the summer aboard Bear. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. Next time, we will be sharing a video about our sail to Cumberland Island.